Hi, my name is Jason Ryan. I'm a full professor of marketing at Cal State San Bernardino. I've been teaching here at Cal State since 2011. Prior to joining Cal State, I taught at the University of Redlands for 4 years and received tenure there. So to come to Cal State, I left a tenured position at the University of Redlands. And I have to say, it was the best career decision I ever made. I truly enjoy teaching here at San Bernardino. Every day is a joy. It's a wonderful university. Now, I should probably talk a little bit about my own background. My background is rather eclectic. I was born and raised abroad to an American father. So I grew up being American all my life, but I lived outside the US until the age of 19. I then came to the US to go to college and to graduate school. So I hold an MBA and a Master's of International Affairs from Washington University in St. Louis. So I have a dual master's degree in MBA and a MA in International Affairs. And I hold a PhD from University College Dublin in Ireland. So after working in business for a number of years, I decided that my true calling was teaching. I moved to Dublin, Ireland. It was a rather easy move because my name is Ryan. It's an Irish name after all, so I was fairly well accepted there. And I studied in Ireland for 4 years. I obtained my PhD. Then I took a teaching position at St. Louis University's overseas campus in Madrid, Spain. So I taught in Spain for 2 years before moving to Redlands, and then from Redlands to Cal State San Bernardino. And I have to say, this is the place where I want to spend the rest of my career. It's a wonderful place to work. I should say a word or two about my research interests. My research focuses mostly on international marketing and on the mobility of skilled professionals across national boundaries. Now, I look at people having international careers and what induces them to move from one country to another for career opportunities. And then the other thing I look at is how locations brand themselves. So when people ask me, what are your research interests? I always say that they're focused primarily on the mobility of skilled professionals, as I mentioned, and on how locations differentiate themselves using branding strategies to attract tourists, investors, and skilled professionals to come and live there. So if you look at a city-state like Singapore, it needs to talk about all its amenities and what sets it apart from other locations in order to attract skilled professionals to come and work there. And I study how cities, regions, and countries use marketing strategies to attract people. Now, as far as my professional background in business, I spent 6 years working in the corporate world. I worked first as a consultant for PricewaterhouseCoopers in their technology consulting practice. After working for PwC, I went to business school, and after business school, I worked for Sigma Aldrich Corporation, which is a leading specialty chemical and biotech company. And today it's part of Merck of Germany. So I used to work in the chemical/biotech industry as a product manager. And that's where I first learned the ropes as far as marketing is concerned. The next thing I'd like to talk about is my teaching. I teach 2 courses in the MBA program. The first course is Marketing 605, which is marketing management. That's part of the MBA core. And that's the course in which we study marketing from a very close perspective. And I use lots of case studies in that course to discuss and illustrate how marketing is used by companies to gain a competitive advantage over other firms. Then the other course I teach is Marketing 670, which is global marketing or international marketing. And that course focuses on how companies are able to sell their products and services across national boundaries. That course is quite interesting because we look at the context of international marketing and international business. So we talk about issues such as trade. Then we look at market entry strategies. So we talk about how companies enter foreign markets. Then we talk about the marketing mix. How do you adjust your marketing and your business practices to be able to be competitive in different business environments? The last thing I should talk about is my relationship with students. It's generally been very positive. I love to teach our students. They appreciate receiving practical advice from their professors regarding their careers. So I often sit down with students in my office and we talk about how to spruce up their resumes and how to improve their interviewing skills. We also talk about what types of careers they should keep in mind. My teaching evaluations have generally been very strong. In fact, they're stronger for the MBA than they are for the undergraduate program. They're strong in both areas, but the MBAs seem to appreciate me a little bit more. And they've generally commented that my course has been one of the most engaging and enjoyable courses they've taken.